Hi, everybody. Hi, world. How are you today? Welcome to this part two of Rock and Woo with Richard Cardinal and
Nathalie!
hey, how are you today, my friend?
I'm doing very good, sister. And how are you today?
I'm good too. I'm
Beautiful.
very good. Yes. I've passed through a lot of energies,
Mhm.
It was a bit hard for a little while, but I take care of myself.
Mm.
And, when you do that, everything just goes where it has to be. And it's just fun to be in this life right now, in
You're
this
talking about
moment.
ascension symptoms, right?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, we all have this, huh?
We do. We do, and I find that right now they're highly elevated because there is so much purging happening with each individual. And the purging I find is not only like self trauma, but we're bringing in so many different timelines back into the one. And with this, we're healing also ancestral trauma. So it's a big deal. The ascension
Exactly.
symptoms. Yeah.
Exactly. And it's kind of telling us you have to do the work, right?
Yes.
And this is the first part of what we want to talk about because
Yes.
today we want to talk about manifestation. Woo!
Manifest. Woo! With the dragon's breath of love, babies.
Yes.
I love this subject so much.
I love it so much. And for being able to manifest, we have to do the work.
Yes.
So that's what is it right now. Everything brings everything just rise up
Mm-hmm.
and wants to get out if it no longer serves you. It just wants to get out of you. And now you have to adapt yourself to let to accept that some part of you wants to leave you. It's not, it's a good thing because when old stuff is getting out, you can have new stuff getting in
Yes.
inside of you, and you don't need to feel every part of your cells, every part of you. You can have a little space sometimes inside of you to move better and to manifest better. So, for you, Richard, what is it manifesting? Because we always talk about manifesting, and
Mm-hmm.
we that's a big word today, huh? Those days we are always talking about that, and sometimes it could be a little confusing for some people to that wants to manifest and doesn't know what to do, and they seems to always work through it, but
Mm-hmm.
isn't that being more than working? What do you think about that?
Well, I think how I really see about manifestation is that most people, especially in these day now times and moments, people are coming online with their spirituality and they are hungry for knowledge. So everyone's heard about how to manifest, but I feel that many are doing it wrong,
Yes.
right? How I see a lot of people around me, like it's as if they want to bring something into their life. So that's how they're manifesting, right? Like, I want this, so I
Yes.
call on to this. I want to live by the sea. So, they think that it'll come. But how manifesting really works is not by calling it in. That was where. Hmm, well, what's the word I'm looking for? Like a little bit of the false pretense. It's not the word I'm looking for, but by calling it in, you're not really doing anything. how to properly manifest, and guys, I've been doing this since I was a wee kid, is that yes, you actually have to see yourself. How to manifest is actually how remembrance, how to remember. So you actually see yourself on a different timeline with what you truly wish and want in your life. So you're looking to the future. What does it look like when I'm around this? A perfect example is when I wanted my Trans Am Firebird. What I did is I would meditate every day, and I saw myself in the future inside of my Trans Am. What did it smell like, the leather? What did the wheel feel like? How did it feel backing out in my Trans Am, out of my driveway? When I went into drive, pedal to the metal, what was the sound, the roar like? So I actually put myself into a future version of myself with what I really wanted. And by doing this, my cells recognize it, and I brought that timeline into my now frequency. Does that make sense?
It makes total sense. I
Okay.
really love it
Yeah.
because this is how I see a manifestation too. I really see myself when you talk about those stories, when
Yes.
you manifest, because for me too, it's been like this for a lot of whole of my life. I mean, because what I've when I was younger, I didn't know about that. I was not thinking about that, but I was like this, you know. I'm a singer, as you know, people. I don't. I always bring my microphone with me. No, no, just kidding. But so I was when I was younger, I was seeing myself on a stage in front of people. But it's not only you see yourself. It's like you say you were. You're using all your senses like as
Yeah.
if you are already there. And
Yeah.
I'm a very, very, very emotional person, and
Mm.
I feel a lot. I'm a empath
Empath.
too.
Mm-hmm.
So what I was doing, like I when I see it right now as an adult, is I was also connecting my emotions. I was feeling
Mm.
what it feels when you are on stage. To give to the people in front of you, you know.
Yeah.
So this is very important. The mechanism of it is you are who you are,
Mm-hmm.
right? And you change all the time. You do the work, and you want to manifest this today, and maybe tomorrow it will change, you know? So it's more of a state of being. You are who you are, and you change all the time. You do the work. And then after, when you want to manifest, it's not as much as wanting. It's more like being the person that you are right now, and also connect all of your imagination
Mm-hmm.
with your emotions, your prayers, and not wanting it. Not wanting it means lack. So universe understand everything that you think and that you are. So when you want something, you lack of it. So now, like Richard said, you don't want it. You are in this movie that you made in your head. You smell it, you feel it,
Yeah.
you know. So that's how you're gonna manifest like
Yes.
crazy
And
on you.
and truth be told, we can manifest absolutely anything and everything into our life. Natalie is right. When we want something, there is that lack, right? And what will the universe do? Your higher self, it's going to give you just that lack of.
Yeah.
Because wanting is like a desiring. It's not really doing anything. It's just being stuck in traffic. I like to use that expression a lot. Like we're doing the work, but we're at a red light in traffic. So you want it green. You got to really see yourself in the shoes of what you desire. If it's a house, what does it look like? See yourself walking up and down the stairs. Do you have a garden? Do you grow your vegetables? Is there rabbits in the garden? Where does the sun rise and set? Through which window? What does it
Wow.
smell like? And the more that you do this, yes, Nathalie, you're so accurate. Use your imagination with your emotion, because that's where you get that inner child, and an inner child dreams big. And that's where all the manifestations can start at a young age. Like I got everything that I ever desired except for Farrah Fawcett. And that, my friends, I would have met her because at this time I was starting to go to Los Angeles to make movies, and I was making movies with people who knew Farrah Fawcett. But she passed away, unfortunately, my
Oh.
beloved Farrah. But I was getting closer.
Oh,
See?
yes, you were.
Because that's how it was, as a child. I would, because now we're talking about Farah, but what does her hair smell like? Like what does her
Mm.
breath smell like? What does she look like in real life? Is she as tall or short, or is she as bubbly? Like I was looking at all those aspects outside of Charlie's Angels, right? So I was coming towards her. Yeah.
Yes,
Not,
you were.
yes, I was, but I've channeled her a few times, so we're all good. I did get my dream by manifesting, even if she's in the other realms. Yeah.
You had your câlin. How do you say it? Your
Hug?
hug from your soul to her soul, right?
Yes, of course. Yes.
I love
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, I love, and she's a beautiful, beautiful, an angel, really. I mean, I know this is not the subject today, but now she's here, so
Hi, Farah.
yeah, yeah. She says hi.
She's a part of me too, because
Hmm.
we were saying a joke. I won't say it because it will offend you. I won't
Me?
say it. Yes, I told you once and you didn't like it.
Well, I don't
So
even
I
know.
won't say it.
Okay.
And it's a joke. Remember when I said,
Well,
because when we were young, we were
uh,
saying, I don't know why we were saying this, when we are picking on someone and just having fun because you like
oh, I
this
think I
person.
remember. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
So do you want me to tell it
Well,
or
you have to
yeah?
now.
So we were saying because in French, Farrah Fawcett, she's such a beauty, that woman, And for us, the I'm 50, what? 52? I'm 52 now. So I don't remember my age often. I'm 52 now, so she was a part of all of the movies and Charlie's Angels,
Yeah,
and but we were calling her in French Farah Faslet.
yeah, yeah. I remember.
But it's not true. It means Farah face,
Ugly face.
ugly face, but it was
That's
just
why I
like,
got upset.
yeah, but not that upset, but
I know it was a joke, but
it was a
like it just came back like when I was a kid, when kids used to call her that, how angry I got. So it just kind of triggered an old memory. But I know you were joking, of course.
yes.
Anyway,
Yeah, so thank you, Farah, to be here because you're bringing us such a joy to remember all of those memories of the past. And,
yes,
and
yeah.
also what I find, I hear that right now from Spirit. It's like um, when we manifest, also, we have to accept that it's changing all the time. So
Mm,
don't wait, for something to arrive exactly as you said it would be, and don't
mm.
put yourself in the waiting mode, and accept that it's changing all the time, because it's changing all the time. You are changing all the time. And like we said just before, we have spoken about manifestation, we have to do the work. And when we do the work, maybe we change inside and we are emanate something else. And, the dream is always progressing towards who we are right now,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So, how can we live with that and not feel, comment que je pourrais dire ça, avoir des attentes, not feeling like you are waiting for something, and
Or
not,
expectations.
yeah, no expectation.
Mm.
Okay, like you said, Richard, I loved it when you said like a child. Does
Yeah.
the
Oh,
child,
yes.
when they imagine, when they bring you their imagination, expect everything to come as like this right now, you know?
Mm.
So they don't expect, they just tell the
Yeah.
story and they just
Yeah.
put it out there and everything happens how it's supposed to be, you know?
Well, yes, because there would be like kind of a surrender to it, right? Like
Yes,
you do like you want to manifest something, but you have to have a surrender to it because often we have these ideas in our head that it has to be a certain way or it's going to look. So it's a very closed in and it becomes very condensed. You have to have it organic and trust that the universe, your higher self, knows in what direction that you're going to go in order to have what you really want manifested in your life. It's not to be so strict or so close-minded that it has to develop in a certain way or frequency and be on a certain timeline. It could change, it could go, like Nathalie says, because we're always evolving. People will come and go from our lives, it's there's always a new adventure or a challenge to go through, but the end game, we will get there. So
exactly.
I
So
agree a
the
1000%.
the Trans Am just don't want to go straight right there, huh?
That's right.
Sometimes it wants to turn right and left and go
And it does
fast
a
and go
lot,
slow
yes.
and you know.
It does, yes, yes.
So yes, and also what I was thinking too about that is it seems like I hear that a lot. Um, People sometimes, and it's not their fault. It's just that it seems like you said it. There's misunderstanding sometimes about words. Huh? Because you
Yes.
hear a lot of words, a lot of people, truthers, or a lot of healers, you know, in podcasts or in channels, YouTube channels, or everything that are talking. They're putting some words, and like sometimes they talk about the solar flash, sometimes they talk about the 5D, sometimes you know. So those are words, but it makes people feel something inside, and sometimes when you don't understand what is the meaning, it makes you kind of wait about something to happen. So, oh, I can't wait about the solar flash because, you know, now everything will change. We're going to be in the
Yeah.
5D and
Yeah.
everything will change. And now I will be able to manifest and I will be able to, you know. So that's now that I want to talk about that with you, Richard, because I
Yes.
think it's important for the people to understand that we are right now in the 5D. We were always there. I mean, 1D, 2D, 3D, 5D, 6D, 7, like all the dimensions are here. We're already there and will be always there. But now it's like, it's kind of, we are, have a perception because of the ascension and everything,
Hmm.
the perception of it, it's getting better and better, and we see more through the veil. So I want you to talk about that, Richard, too.
Okay, well, yeah, there's a lot here. So,
Yes, I'm sorry.
yeah. Like I got to rewind through everything you said. So I'll start with the 5D thing. So 5D, yes, well, we're already in 5D, but see, guys, 5D is not a location. It's not an island. It's not a country. It's a frequency. So this is why we could have both, like with the 3D and the 5D, it's all about a frequency. So someone who would be very living into the like lower vibrations, so fear, indoctrination, um, anger and all that, they'll have a lower like density to them. But you can be side by side with someone like me or Nathalie that's in 5D because we don't do the whole fear mongering that lowers the frequency. So 5D is not a place; it's a frequency. And in that frequency, when you do not have like indoctrination or fear or rage or jealousy and all that, this is where we're able to manifest something because we could actually get out of those emotions that lower us and see ourselves in a future where there's nothing that's attacking us, you know, because a lot also with the manifestation, like I wish, I want, but what if this happens? You know,
Yes,
so we're putting like barbed wire like under like our tires right here. And then what happens? We're back in traffic. Now you got like flat tires, you know?
exactly.
So there is that. What else did you want to
And
know? Because I
about the
forgot.
solar flare,
Yes,
people are
this is good.
waiting about something to happen, and then they think they will be free. I, I,
Yes.
I would like to say, be the solar flare.
Oh my God, that's beautifully said. Be the solar flare.
You
And
know.
yes, you're actually accurate. Like, sorry, I'm going to talk because I'm going to forget again.
Go ahead.
With Richard, it has to be like short questions because like I'm all over the place. So for the solar flare, right? This is also something very true because we've been going through solar flares. It's not going to be like one big massive one. We've been going through it for some time, hence the ascension symptoms. You know, it goes hand in hand with the Schumann's resonance, Gaia's like
Yes.
heartbeat. It's all one of the same going through ascension. Now, for that, we got to be hands-on and participate in it. Like Nathalie says, it's not just I can't wait for the solar flare, then everything's going to be okay. No, no, we got to participate and do the work with it. So what is that work, right? Well, we got
Yes.
a lot. We got a lot of trauma to clean.
Oh,
Okay,
we do.
and we're going through it now. This is why there's so many of these symptoms, whether it's like migraines, the back, the spine. Like there's like I'm doing a show now once a week, a series on ascension symptoms and what
Yes.
you were never told about, because I
And
could
it's
feel
amazing, guys. You have to
it's
watch
fun.
it. If you
Yeah,
never seen it, you
yeah.
have to watch it. Okay.
But if you want, it's informative because I
Yeah.
actually go in a meditation the morning of and I scan the frequency of the famille, then the collective, and okay, this is what it is right now. Like last week was the spine, right? And the
Yes.
spine represents the Kundalini rising, the serpent coil that's unraveling. And if you could look at your spinal cord, like keyboards or the piano or the strings of a guitar, each time it
Yes.
hits a vertebrae, something is unlocked. So
Yes.
it could be like one of our traumas from our life. It could be trauma from different timelines that we're living out, because all those timelines are coming back home right now with the ascension. So we can bring trauma from there and also ancestral. So every what do you call the nodes, the vertebrae that is
Yes.
hit, there's something that's getting purged and cleansed. So we have to participate with it and be
Yes.
hands-on and be kind to yourself and know that, okay, it's not because I'm broken, I'm busted, or something's wrong with me. This
No.
is cleansing. And when you surrender to it, then the water flows easily. It's not like treading water, swimming against the current. You're out of traffic again. So I'm using this example to come to the solar flare. We have to be heads on and participate and make it an adventure, you know,
Yes.
because every time that
Exactly.
you go through like a purging, then you're more online. And guess what, guys? Every time it goes up the vertebrae, then what's the big bang? The pineal gland. And then all veils are removed.
Yes, I
Welcome
love
to
it.
the new era.
Welcome to the new era.
Yeah.
And I really liked when you said participate with it,
Yeah.
because that's what the universe right now, what I've experienced is everything that it no longer serves you
Mm.
will go to the surface, okay? Rather if it's in your body, in your mind, okay,
Yes.
or a feeling, everything will get up to the surface, okay?
Hmm.
And then now you have the choice. Are you just ignoring it,
Mm.
or are you looking at it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I feel this right now because something happened. It's so funny you say that because sometimes when I watch some videos online or anything, and I want to talk about that too, I'm getting caught in jumping from one thing to another thing to another thing, you know? And now this other day, I think it's the day you posted the video about the spine,
Yeah.
okay? Yes. So the day before that, I was feeling like my legs
Mm.
were kind of so weak. My legs were feeling very weak, you know? So I was like, oh my God, am I going to fall if I walk? What's
Oh,
happening? You
okay.
know, I was feeling very weak. But I looked at it and I was like, what's that? You know, something had to get out of me, something had to move. So I worked with it, so I went to take some walk more often. I shut down my computer a lot. Okay. As you see, I didn't make a lot of video for a while because, yes, I was trying to just get a little bit out. Okay.
To ground
And to
yourself, yeah.
ground more.
Mm.
So when you say work with it, we have to be able to see what's happening and to work with it. And also, if we go to the internet all the time, or we are only always on our device, this is messing with our frequencies of the
Yes.
body. And you know, they also the power that were are are making a double of ourself. I don't know if you know that, but I don't really want to put too much attention about it, but it's just important to know it and then choosing what we want to do
Yes.
after. So if you know that everything that you say, everything that you are, everything that you ask to the computer, to you interact with internet and everything, it's doubling yourself there. So do you want
Yeah.
to manifest in the AI world, in the transhuman world, or do you want to manifest in the real world, in the
Hmm.
organic world?
Yes.
So
Yes.
I don't
Yes.
know. It was just a thought, and
No, I think you got something really good there, Nathalie, because truth be told is that, yes, you know, almost everyone is like continuously like posting and without what's the word I'm looking for? Um,
the conscious or
no, I don't like looking for a word. Without, yeah, we'll use consciousness. It's not the word I want, but that's fine. Without too much consciousness. So what that does is that it actually does do a duplicate version of yourself that is like more in a 2D template.
yes,
And when you post so frequently, um, I wish I remember the word I'm looking for without consciousness. It'll come to me later. You're actually putting a lot of your energy into this, right? So it's almost like soul harvesting because
yes.
we'll just put like pictures of our food, of this, that. So it's really copying like the mirrored version. And, you know, like it removes a lot of your energy and it's doing that duplicate right there. Now, I think that, you know, like there
It's
is a
like,
room.
can I interrupt you
Yes,
just to
of
tell
course.
you? It's like the automatic posting. without
Yeah, that's what I
thinking,
mean. Yeah.
right? Okay.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Thank you. And but if I think that there's a place for it too, right? But to do it with consciousness, to be aware almost of what you are posting with an intention behind it, and not just be as cold or just like post anything for popularity or clicks. It's like awareness. There's the word I've been trying to find.
Awareness.
Having an awareness of what we're putting on and what's the frequency of it, because there is a place for it. I mean, like in the
Yes.
future, there is intelligence. I've seen it. It's not the same kind as it used to be, like Celexa or all those things. It's a different kind of intelligence. And I see that we will merge together, not transhumanism, but there is a place for it. But it's do I want to say it has almost a conscience? Like if you look at the universe, it is an intelligence. So it's something very different in the future. It's not like artificial intelligence where it's there to limit, cap, and trap us. It's not that, it's remembrance.
Yes.
So, by posting, like with intention or awareness is very different. And like you say, just like, every second posting and putting your energy all over for it to like duplicate. And that leaves you at a lower frequency. You're more subtle at going through harder times during these ascensions and solar flares and all that, right? I mean, you're going to have a lot more work to purge in your life if you want to, join the team and make it all the way up.
Yes, and also I think don't you think what I'm gonna say that having a balance
Mm,
between
yes,
the electronic world and the organic world,
absolutely. We have
right?
to.
Yes,
Yes.
and there's those apps on phones that are telling you how much time you spend
Mm,
on the internet or on Facebook or whatever. So maybe sometimes if you're not conscious about how many hours you are spending, just look. And then I know it sounds a little bit mommy telling the babies what to do, the
well,
children. But for me, I would like to tell like family and all the people of the world, like
yes,
what I
yes.
do sometimes is I take a pen and paper and I just write. So
Mm,
you could do that. Okay, how much time I'm spending on internet. You write it, you see it, you have moved your hand, you are seeing it, so
yes.
you're working with your mind, your body, and also when you look at it, you have an emotion about it. And you
Mm-hmm,
ask your soul, okay, I've spent 40 hours this week. I see it. I wrote it. I did
mm-hmm,
it. So is it something that I want to continue doing? And then you put the other line under and you say, organic world, how much
mm-hmm,
time I spent besides your work, besides your everything you
mm-hmm.
have to do. So then you count the time when you go for a walk, when you visit a friend, when when you do your flowers outside, working the ground or doing the dishes. Like everyday life counts too. So I don't know. It's a little tip. Writing works your brain, and also like I said, your emotions, because you see it, you did it, and you see it. You can
Mm-hmm.
even say it out loud what you did.
And these are all great tricks also for manifestation,
Exactly.
to write it, to see it, to read it, you know.
Yes.
Yes.
So yeah, I want to talk about that, Richard, like how to write to manifest
Mhm.
better. So, what are
Yes.
your tips, Richard, about that?
Well, indeed, writing, like for many of us, it's almost like a lost thing, right? Because we're all like going onto the computer, but there is something very magical in the ceremony of writing and write well too, huh? Like,
Oui.
like not in a rush because it's all about movement, right? So when you put your attention and writing really well, you're creating a beautiful energy, like a harmonic, right? So, like you write, you see yourself, like Nathalie says, then you use your harmonic signature, you compose, you can read it out loud. So, all that way, there is a ceremony, unbeknownst to most. It is almost like a ritual that we are doing. And
Yes.
for manifestation, this is like a great tool to help, right? And it's not, again, I'll repeat myself, it's not to write and write well and say, I wish or I want. C'est comme no, you'll compose like I've just come back from seeing a future version of myself having what it is that I want manifested in my life, and it smelled like this. I wore, this is the clothes that I am wearing. This is how it feels like. And
Yes.
you write all that down. And like this is what a lot of people do, right? I think I heard a long, long time ago. I don't know how true it is, but that actor Jim Carrey had
Oui.
given himself a check for I don't know $1 million
Oui, oui,
by
oui,
a
oui. I've
certain
heard about
date.
that. Oui, oui.
And like, is it really true? Well, I don't know, but that would have been like a form of manifesting because he saw himself in the future with that check and brought that
Yes.
timeline back. This is what it feels like having $1 million.
Oui.
So it's just easy tricks because again, like people like, how do I contact my higher self? How do I manifest? Well, a lot of people, they look for higher self outside, like looking for God on a cloud. Everything starts from within us.
Exactly.
So
And
bring what you want in because you've already, if you really want it, it's because there's a version of you who actually has it.
oui.
So bring it back
Yes.
home, baby, like the fish,
Yes.
you know?
Exactly. And also, I think you have a point there. It's also believing in it because
Oh, yes.
if you're like, oh, I'm writing myself a check for $1 million, what would you do with this $1 million?
Yes.
Right?
Yes. What would you do? And hopefully, you want to do some good, benevolent things because this is the
Exactly.
new 5D template. Okay.
Yes.
Do no harm to any benevolent kind and to be of service because the universe, your higher self, your inner flame, knows truth and what resonates. So if you want $1 million to be very self-serving and well, I mean, I don't see this the 5D frequency supporting any of that.
No.
Like service to self and step on others or to dominate or lord over. That's done. That's
It's
going
done.
bye-bye.
It won't work, and universe will keep putting it into you and make you feel uncomfortable,
Yeah.
and you will have to put it out of you and then change. And until you don't understand, this lesson will always comes back. That's how it works, guys.
Yeah.
So that's why you have when you feel not right or anything, you have to look at it. Look at
Yes.
it, please.
Surrender to it,
Surrender.
acknowledge it, thank it
Yes.
for the lesson. Off you go, butterfly.
Yes, and love it
Yeah.
because it
Yeah.
showed you a lesson. You have learned
Yeah.
something from it. So love it. Love all of your parts, your dark parts and your light parts, right?
Yeah, that's transmutation. That's growing up. That's becoming spiritually attuned and mature, you know?
Yes.
Because if we had it easy the whole time, guys, would we be who we are?
I don't
Part of
think
the Great
so.
Awakening, we had to have struggles. I mean, there was a lot to get over. And you know what? We've survived it.
We did. We are here.
you know,
Hey,
And
why don't you pull some cards on that,
hmm,
Richard, to see
well, of course, my darling. So I
all
guess, yes.
if all of our conversation about manifesting is why
Okay.
do you want to tell the question to the
Okay, so
universe?
here I go. Higher self, oversoul, and universe, please tell me everything I need to see, everything I need to know in regards to manifestation, like the whole intro or beginning of our discussion, Nathalie and I. Like, am I accurate with the manifestation that don't try to like do it in a way of a wanting and bringing it with want, but actually seeing yourself already there and on that different timeline, as if you're traveling into the future. That's how you go, you know, with that child's imagination. What does it feel like, taste like, look like? What's around me? Like, is that true about the whole manifestation? Are we on point? Are we accurate? All right, let's see. One more shuffle. Let's cut, let's rock it. Woo! All right, so first in line, so yes, this is the past, right? So the Five of Cups, this is like a sorrow card, okay? We're talking about manifestation. We were doing it wrong because we were focused on the spilled cups, whilst there was always two cups in the background there. So manifesting is very possible. We were just doing it wrong. Okay.
Yes.
Then in line, we have the Page of Pentacles, pineapples. So this is what it is, right? Like an offering. It's a very useful, it's something very tangible, you know, like we were doing it wrong in regards to the wants, right? What we were calling in. Then we do have, see, again, this is like the baby hermit of the Four of Swords. So it's being in a sleep, in a coma, praying about information that is unseen to us,
Yes.
right? So, you know, this is the past. Right now, what do we have? Yes, people are exhausted, holding by their last wand, bruised up, bandaged up, but nines are before tens,
Yes.
and tens are endings, as in surrendering, right? So we're almost there, okay, with the whole manifestation thing. Then at the heartbeat, here it comes. That's a heartbeat, a form of high-ho silver. Like, yes, the way that we do manifest, this is happening right now. And I think this video is going to be very useful to many because we are unleashing or activating how to properly manifest. And then by doing it the way that we've discussed earlier on, it's coming really, really rapidly. So, you know, we're exhausted right now by doing it, living that timeline, tasting it, feeling it, petting it, sniffing it. Then your manifestations come really rapidly. Next, we do have, we're moving out of troubled waters with the information. We're learning how to manifest properly here with the Seven of Swords. For the future, it's a strategy, okay? This is how we manifest. We have to be strategic. Swords is of the mind. We've been doing it wrong. We've been thinking that manifesting was, I want this, so therefore, you know, I'm going to attract it by saying I want. No, no, no. You got to go live it. Then we do have, look, this is it, manifestation, the Three of Wands. It's traveling borders or dimensions, off-world energy, you know, like manifesting it really right. You're crossing to another dimension, living what your want is over there. And then we end with haha, because we've been chained up with the devil card about how manifesting actually works. And that's why a lot of us never got what we were trying to manifest. And a lot of people say, well, manifesting doesn't work. No, because the way that we thought, like, chained us up here, right?
Exactly.
Clarifiers, yes. So see, now we went from the devil to the archangel. Temperance, it's ongoing healing about emotions. Then at the heartbeat, yes, because we've been at a cross point trying to manifest. We can't move. Also, we have to make a choice here between the two swords because we've been blinded to how to properly manifest because it was under a partial moon, which is partial secrets. And then we end with, yes, we'll be working at manifesting, happily so, because this character, he's got a big fat smile on his face. So what you truly want, feel it, be it, participate in it, write it down, like dance. Okay. Also, manifestation has to be like your cellular has a memory. So when you properly like manifest, see yourself on that different timeline, dance, growl, moan, hop, right? Like all these actions do help. Work at it. Ta-da!
Yeah, and pentacles are the material world
Well,
if you want
yes,
to
it's
manifest them.
tangible. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's so interesting. I love it. The cards are always
Mm.
talking accurate. And it's funny because I did a poll on I think it was on manifestation the other day. And also the last card on the last row was the devil.
Really, yeah. There you go.
Yes, it
We've
was.
been
And I
doing it wrong. Yeah.
exactly. And that's what basically what I said. I said, like, for now that you know how to manifest in the future, you have to know that you're not really chained up. You can get rid of
Oh,
those
yes.
chains, right?
Yes, yes,
This
yes,
is
yes.
just fear. Okay.
Mhm.
So I want to put three other cards.
Okay. So
My deck is in reverse. I'm sorry.
I don't read
So
upside down. I don't know if you do. I don't.
sometimes, but I
Okay.
prefer, yeah. Now I say to my higher self that I read like this. So, yes, talking about manifestation, okay, this one is the Fourth of Pentacles. So, he's really into the matter, right? He has his feet on the ground, on the pentacles, he has it on the heart and
Mhm.
on his
Crown.
chakra here
Yeah.
on the crown chakra.
Mhm.
So, this guy is a true manifester. He knows what to do. And he's also in balance with his darkness, you know, the thing that he doesn't know. You see the dark around him. And his blood, I mean, his sense of being. Okay.
Mm.
So this is I love it too. And this one is the Knight of Pentacle, bringing the message where you want it to go going forward. And look at this wonderful knight. He's well protected and he
Mm.
shines, and he's bringing is manifesting towards where it has to go. And he doesn't want to, he is just going. He knows he can do it, right?
But it's also like the art of war, right? Like well calculated, and he's gonna get his pentacle there delivered where he wants. So if we manifest properly, it's gonna get there because you can't blow this guy out of the waters. Him, he's
No.
determined. He's doing it right. Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah, yeah.
And the Knight of Wands. Oh my God, we are so powerful. This guy is manifesting fast too. And he's manifesting with joy, guys, with
Mm.
passion, with joy. And look at his horse, how he's going fast. So
Mhm.
everything that we said here, it will
It's
help you.
accurate. Yeah.
Yeah, will help you to manifest very fast and be strong and
Mhm.
empowered. Huh?
Mhm. Yeah.
Empowered by all of what we said, right?
Mhm. Mhm.
Yay!
Yay, indeed. But it's very interesting too, right? Because right now, as we've all noticed, time is fleeting, time has speeded up. So if we know how to properly manifest, that's what you just said, it'll come rapidly because it's like a boomerang of rapids right now.
Yes,
If we do things right, it's coming like rapid.
exactly. And not only that, but I totally agree with what you just said. And also, when you just have confidence in yourself and you just
Yes.
know that everything that is right will happen for you, right? If you just if you just give yourself a little confidence, everything
Mm.
will happen how it's supposed to happen. So never hesitate to imagine, see yourself like where you want to be, where
Yeah.
you are right now, as if it's right now, and have confidence always in yourself, because don't put too much barriers. I only want the $1 million. If it doesn't
Mm,
happen, mm, it's not, I don't, it's not working. No, it's not like that. Like, what if the $1 million is abundance? And
mm,
abundance has no
mm.
walls,
That's right. No floor. Uh-huh.
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So let the universe bring you more than what you imagine. So be happy when it changes, when it's not working. Look
Mhm.
around, and maybe something else has changed in your life and you were not interpreting it as if it was working, because it was not exactly as how you have imagined it.
Well, yeah, and I think it all goes back. Like, I love the word remembrance, like
Oh,
awakening, remembering, and all that. And when you say to have confidence, yes, and I think many are starting to like tap into this tool of how to get confidence, because let's not forget that the old paradigm, the old 3D construct that was all about like, like there was a lot of lording over. Well, the lack of confidence that many had, I think it's because we had a separation,
yes.
but when we realize that we are all part of the universe and we are all one, that is like all the aspects coming back home right there. And therefore, you have the confidence of the universe. We were just like that devil card chained up. So divide and conquer, always look outside of yourself. We were learned to like pit once against the other, whether it be one religion to another, men against women, the different skin tones,
Yes.
like it's all politics. I mean, but all that is all like irrelevant, really, because we do live in an organic simulation, and therefore we are all part of creation. Therefore, we are all creators. So when we realize and call all our timelines back in, that's where the confidence comes. So there was nothing wrong with anyone who had a lack of confidence. It's because we were divided on purpose, because whoever was controlling knew what would happen if we bound together. Light is very powerful, and we are all light. So
Really.
confidence. I've never seen the sun shy away and be not confident of itself, right?
No,
No.
never. And
Yeah.
like the animals are teaching us so much,
Oh,
right?
yes. Yeah.
Because they are who they are, and they are
Mhm.
just beings, and that they don't
Mhm.
ask questions in their brain. They have a different brain too. I mean, we're not the same, but we have to learn about them to,
Mm.
you know, to accept every part of ourselves. And yes, I so agree when you say it's not being wrong to have not to don't have confidence in yourself right now. If someone is feeling like this right now, you're not wrong. It's just that you are in this space right now to make you realize
Yeah.
that you
A
can have
remembrance.
confidence. It's a remembrance,
Yeah.
exactly. And this
Yeah.
is so important. So, like, when we talk like this, Richard and
Mhm.
I, we just want to help you people. We
Oh,
love you
yes.
so much. I would like you to comment under the video and tell us about your manifestation tips.
Yes.
Give each other some tips. What do you do? How do you feel?
Mhm.
And maybe little stories about
Mm.
when you manifested something
Mm.
in the past, or those days. I mean, it could be like 2 3 days ago, and just talk about that. And it helps so much, because that we are together in this, right? And we all are at the same place on earth right now, right? Maybe at different understanding of what is happening right now, but we are all together in this. And I love you guys. I love you, Richard. My heart, it's with you. And yeah, I want to say that I love you, people. I love you, family. Famille.
Yeah, so much love.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you also,
Mhm.
Richard, I don't know if it's time for this, but you did a wonderful thing
Like
because
an
we
invocation, kind of.
yes. So is
Yes.
that the moment
Yes,
we're
that would be
gonna do?
great because actually I got to get ready for a Zoom in 15 minutes. So thank you, Nathalie. So yes, I went into meditation yesterday because I reached out to Nat. What would you like to discuss about for tomorrow's episode of Rocking Woo? Woo as in woo woo. And
Rocking
so
as earth and wooing woo, woo as everything that is
spiritual, yeah.
spiritual. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And so she guided me on these subjects. So I went in my meditation and I came back with two invocations. I wanted to do one in English and one in French. So I will start with the English version and then we'll let our beautiful sister Nathalie go with the French one. Do you want to hear it? Would you like to hear it, my family? I'm going to read it.
I'm
Let me
sure they
just
want
find it for
to.
you.
They
All right, it's
want
not a
to.
long one, but it is a beautiful one. Excuse me. A
Okay.
little bit of caffeine.
Do we close our eyes a little bit and whoops and breathe maybe? Like
Yes, you could.
inhale and just like let the words get into to us if we accept.
Yes. So here we go. Manifestation isn't chasing a dream, it's letting the memory of your highest self take form. Less Wi Fi, more wildflowers, less posting, more presence, less wishing, more becoming. Because the truth is, you don't manifest what you want, you manifest who you are willing to remember being.
Oh,
Yay!
wonderful. Oh,
Your
I love
turn.
it. My turn. So, j'ai sorti mon livre d'or, my golden book.
Ah.
I'm gonna read from it. This is a little surprise for Richard because those words needs gold and silver,
Oh, I love
shiny
it.
stuff. Manifesting the crystalline way. La manifestation n'est pas une course après un rêve. C'est permettre à la mémoire de ton soi le plus élevé de prendre forme. Moins de Wi-Fi, plus de fleurs sauvages. Moins de publications, plus de présence. Moins de souhaits, plus de devenir.
Mm.
Car la vérité, c'est que tu ne manifestes pas ce que tu veux, tu manifestes qui tu es prêt à te souvenir d'être. Wonderful.
Yay!
Ah,
And I wanted to do a French version, Femi, because I wanted you to hear Nathalie speak in French as she read, because I find it very beautiful when you speak French.
oh, merci. Thank you.
Bienvenue, mon petit amour.
And it puts into the universe, the world, who we are together because we
Yes,
are French Canadian people who
yes.
likes to communicate in a language that we know to reach people, to help people, and we know we are bilingual. We love the English
Mm.
words too, so we are putting out there who we are.
Yes. Yay.
So,
Woo.
yes, on that note, family and beautiful people of the world, let's say rock and
Ken, woo!
woo!
We love you back, Femi. Mwah, mwah, mwah.
We love you. Bye.
Bye.